の風にその一歩だ道しこの道を突っ走れ忘れがなき声に涙する日もある死ぬほど生きてあるふるさと思えば悲しい
We must hurry, or Shutendoji will destroy the capital.
It is the Heian period in Japan. Having learned that the Kumaso troops led by Shutendoji are on their way to destroy the capital, Hikaru and her loyal companions have returned in haste to Heian-kyo, bearing the Magatama of water.
So far, I've seen neither hide nor hair of Shutendoji and his men.
Oh, are you Lord Minamoto no Raiko? It is you, isn't it? Please tell me it's you!
I can't believe it, it's Lord Raiko. Has he returned to us with all the Magatamas?
We beg of you, Lord Raiko, please say you've come bearing good fortune, please!
Lord Raiko!
All right, enough. We're passing through. Let us get by, will ya?
Everyone looks so hungry.
The capital looks even more ravaged than it was when we left.
Oh.
We must find the Magatama of Fire soon, for it's the only one that remains out of our hands.
We know Shutendoji has the Magatama in his possession, but where is he?
He's around here. I know it. He's just biding his time, waiting for the right moment to attack.
You only returned with one, then what about the Magatama of Fire?
We traveled to the Kumaso stronghold in Shinzei, only to find that Shutendoji had already departed for the capital with his troops. The stronghold was completely empty. The Magatama of Fire is still in his possession.
What? He plans to attack us?
You're making this up because of your failure to retrieve the Magatama.
I speak the truth. Shutendoji has amassed an army of 1,000 men, and at this moment he's deciding when to attack us. I implore you not to delay in bolstering the capital's defenses.
You really think it's possible to bring down the capital with a mere 1,000 men? Our forces here are 20,000 strong, Raiko.
Yes, but Shuten is intending on using a strange new technology from China called gunpowder shells.
Seimei, what do you think of this?
To be able to claim victory when you have caught the enemy unaware, is that not using a rare and unusual truth to its greatest effect? If Lord Raiko insists his story to be true, then I believe it would be wise to post 5,000 kabishi at each of the capital's gates. Moreover, seeing as how Lord Raiko appears to be most weary due to his hasty flight from Shinzei, I believe some rest will do him good.
Well, what a fine idea, Seimei.
A coward such as Raiko should be left to skulk in the back of his house. You are dismissed, Raiko. We're placing you under house arrest until this is resolved.
You are hereby confined, Raiko.
As for the celebration for the return of the 5 Magatamas, perhaps a sunshine drawn through the streets?
Ah, now that is a splendid idea indeed.
What? They've confined you? Under orders from the Minister of the Left?
Yes, on the advice of Abe no Seimei.
That cursed sneaky white fox.
Lord Seimei is an onioji of the highest virtue. I'm sure he only spoke out of concern for Lord Raiko's well-being.
All I can think is that he must be planning on taking credit for finding the last Magatama himself.
He is the head of the Onmyo-ryo and has the trust of the Emperor. What need has he for such vainglory as this?
All I know is that only fools trust the Onmyojis.
Okay, kids, let's take it easy. It's depressing enough around here. Let's not add to it by fighting amongst ourselves. Isn't that right, Taisho?
What's done is done. Now we have to put our heads together and come up with a plan to save the capital.
Why not grab our weapons and storm Shutendoji's camp?
How, when we don't even know where it is? I haven't seen any sign of Kumaso troops since returning to the capital. Have you?
All I've seen are those traveling performer types who must be here for the Emperor's Ascension ceremony, and those mountain priests who burn the goma for their incantations.
Coma? We're not gonna have to eat sesame dumplings.
Not that kind of coma. Go to sleep.
Why, rather, yeah.
Huh.
You mean the goma they burn when they pray for the Emperor's long and peaceful reign? Where are they doing that?
From the word I picked up in the capital, it's going to be at Oyama.
At Oyama? But I thought the main temple in this area is Kinpusen in Yoshino. The capital lies to the southwest of Oyama, which is known as the Demon's Back Gate. That direction is normally shunned. Why would they perform there?
Sounds fishy to me. You know, now that I think of it, the women being sent to Shuten weren't just from Hitachi, were they? I'll bet that the Kumasos aren't the only ones in league with that guy.
The Magatamas were possessed by 5 separate tribes, one in each region, and that tribal leader controlled that region. It's not too far-fetched to assume that all those tribes have ties to Shutendoji.
If you add the regional tribes to the Kumaso troops, there's no telling how many warriors we'll be up against, even with 5,000 soldiers protecting the gates.
This is bad news.
Lord Raiko, what is it?
I'm going to Oeyama. I intend to find out if that's where Shuten is waiting. If I provide him with proof, I'm certain the Emperor will take action.
Lord Raiko, you must remember that you have been placed under confinement by the Minister of the Left.
In that case, I shall return to the Onmyoryo to speak with Lord Seimei and ask him to lift the sentence of confinement.
But you can't go there!
There's no need for concern, Suna. I'm sure Lord Seimei will be more than understanding.
If Shutendoji's stronghold is in Oeyama, we can't bust in there without some sort of strategy.
I have a plan that should work. To hide in the forest, be a tree. To hide in the mountains, you must be a rock.
Lord Raiko, I have a favor to ask of you. I am asking you to consider staying behind.
Why is that?
It is our job as your retainers to investigate Oyama for you. There is no reason for you to violate your order of confinement.
No, Suna! You can't expect me to send my retainers into hostile enemy territory, whilst I, their lord and friend, stay here at home and cower in safety.
Lord Raiko, I mean Lady Hikaru! Never forget that you are first and foremost Lady Hikaru and not your brother! Your happiness as a woman depends on—
Suna! I beg you, don't say another word. My resolve will crumble. Please leave me alone now. Am I not capable of saving the capital? My brother, I am so...
Wait. Are you going to the Onmyoryo now?
Yes, I am.
In that case, I shall escort you. I must get Onikirimaru honed immediately, and since the Onmyoryo is on my way... You have always been a great help to me. At first, I suspected that you might be a court spy sent by the ministers to watch over us during this journey of ours. But I've come to believe that those fears were groundless.
I do not blame you for those thoughts, Suna, for at the time all I could think about was recovering the Magatamas by whatever means necessary. But now, my only concern is that I do everything within my power to keep all of you safe, and nothing else matters. Oh, Suna, both you and Lord Raiko have grown very dear to my heart.
Oh! I have?
That's right. You, Sadamitsu, and Kintaro are all my dear friends.
Yes, I see.
Suna, you can't be.
Don't say anything. It happens from time to time, that's all.
But Suna...
Just don't say anything to Lord Raiko. I beg you, Urabe.
Beautiful clouds spread long and thick, and occasional sunlight can be seen. Through the bamboo blinds, I see the red plums blooming everywhere. Next year, these flowers will be seen by another. My elderly father's garden shall be ravaged by the wind and rain. My brother, please tell me why. Will the words in your poem truly come to pass?
I've been looking for you, my dear.
Father.
Raiko, I mean, Hikaru. It was I who chose to send you on these dangerous journeys in your brother's place. But losing you, that would be far more terrible than not upholding the reputation of our family. No more adventures. I want you to stay here with me.
Father, I have only to recover the Magatama of Fire.
All I wish for you now is to find happiness by taking another's hand in marriage. In fact, I have summoned a woman to help you with your bridal preparations. I'll bring her here right away.
Please, Father, I don't want to!
Hikaru! I do not want to lose another child ever again. And your brother Raiko deserves a proper and formal burial. Now then, Hikaru, come with me. Hikaru!
Lord Seimei, I have come here to ask that you intervene on Lord Minamoto no Raiko's behalf and have his confinement lifted. The Kumasu clan, led by Shuten Doji, are outside the gates, and they will lay siege until the capital has fallen.
Urabe, how would you read this?
Do you mean the Magatamas? The principles of Onmyo Gojyo tell us that wood begets fire, and that fire begets earth. Earth begets metal, which in turn begets water, which begets wood, and so on. The 5 elements in balance. To save the capital, there remains only one, the Magatama of fire.
Where precisely would you draw the line between good and evil? Above all, your true intentions must be strong and terrible.
Monsaraku.
The melody from your flute was carried to me on the wind like a sorrowful voice longing to see me.
Monsaraku, I just...
Why it is your heart is dark and full of grief, I do not know. But if my dancing can help lift up your saddened spirits, then please, allow me to send a beacon of light to the shadows in your heart.
If only this moment would last forever.
If only someday I could dance for no one but you.
Monsaraku, I'm so grateful I met you.
And I you. Your flute eases the pain in my heart.
You dance the grief of the people, and you dance for the veneration of the deceased. Magatamas have been the cause of fighting and destroyed lives. I no longer understand the meaning or the purpose of this journey that I've undertaken. But I'm certain, once it is behind me, I know that I will find the answers, and then I'm sure I'll want to...
I, too, want to be with you. But
we can't right now.
Till we meet again.
Suna. Have you been here all this time?
Lady Hikaru, what's this?
A poem my brother wrote for me before he died.
Look at this.
To hide in a forest, become a tree, huh? What a great idea, I tell ya. Urabe's a real genius, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe I ought to try being more like her. That woman!
Over there!
It's Oyama. Sorry to keep you waiting. The kid wouldn't leave until I whipped up some lunch to bring along.
Rice balls are great!
Sadamitsu.
The person who wrote that poem was someone Lord Raiko trusted implicitly, and he wrote it from his deathbed.
It's hard to make out. The words are kind of smudged.
Can you read it now?
It says Seimei has a hidden agenda. You don't think Seimei's in league with the Kumaso clan, do you?
The Kumaso troops positioned themselves on Oyama to attack on the day of the Emperor's ascension. It just seems too well organized.
But if he has an informer within the capital, keeping him abreast on events, then it all makes sense. It would seem Abe no Seimei is pulling the strings.
Urabe hasn't shown up yet, has she? Don't tell me that she's...
Urabe will be here. She values every single one of us as her friends. That is what she told me.
Ibaraki.
My Lord Shuten, the appointed time of attack has yet to come upon us.
Ha. Burn the capital to the ground and kill the people of Heianzhou!
What's going on? What is this? Why in the world is happening?
So, the demon could not wait.
We're going to Oeyama!
It is a desperate life-or-death struggle with Shuten Doji that awaits Hikaru and her loyal companions as they charge toward Oeyama.
So, I guess we're headed for a showdown with this Shuten Doji, huh? Can't wait to put my sword to the test. I mean, it's up to us to protect Heiankyo. Huh? You're acting kind of strange, Taisho. I bet that Shuten Doji has something up his sleeve. And it's really bugging me that Urabe hasn't joined us yet. Maybe something's happened to her. Act 10, Shuten. Don't miss it.